Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn how to place an order to buy or sell shares. Alright, we will learn about orders and order types. Up until now, we have been learning what a stock is and the related theory associated with a share or a stock. Now, we will see how to place an order. Alright. Now, for you to place an order of a stock or a share, you need to have all this data. Okay, all these data. Now, this may look overwhelming, but it is very simple. Okay. Do not worry about these. I will explain them in detail. First, you need to know and decide the company in which you want to invest or trade. Okay. Now, let us say you want to invest in Infosys. All right. You want to buy shares of Infosys or stocks of Infosys. Now, all the companies have something called as a ticker. Okay, ticker. A ticker is nothing but an abbreviation of the company. So, if you want to buy stocks or shares of Infosys, then on the brokerage website or the software, you need to type INFY because INFY is the ticker of Infosys or ticker for Infosys. Okay. Similarly, for Hero MotoCorp, we have this as the ticker. For Larsen and Toubro, we have LT. For Canara Bank Limited, we have CAN BK. Alright. So we will be using tickers. Now, if you do not know the ticker of a company in which you want to invest or in which you are trying to invest, then you can directly type in the name of the company and select it. Okay. We will do that later. I will go to my desktop and show you how to place an order. Okay. Next, you need to decide the exchange from which you will be buying or selling the shares. What is an exchange? An exchange is a shop, correct? If you want to buy 1 kg of potatoes, you can decide to buy them from a local shop or from a mall, right? Similarly, if you want to buy stocks or shares of Infosys, you can buy them from either NSE or BSE. Both of these are shops or exchanges. Okay. Next, you need to decide the side of the order. Whether you want to buy the shares of Infosys or sell the shares of Infosys. And then you need to decide the type of the order, whether it is a market order or a limit order. We will see the difference between market order and a limit order later. Okay. And finally, you need to decide the price if it is limit order and then the quantity. Okay. Whether you want to buy 10 stocks or 20 stocks of Infosys or whether you want to sell 10 stocks of Infosys. Alright. So these are the things that you need to know. Alright. Let me go to my desktop and show you how to place an order. Okay. Alright. So I am now in the dashboard of my Zerodha account. Zerodha has a web version and also an application which can be installed on the mobile phone. Okay. So here I will enter the ticker of Infosys. When I type INFY, it gives me all the related results of Infosys. The first two are shares or related to buying and selling shares, and the rest are related to the derivatives, futures and options. Okay. Now if I do not know the ticker, then I can just type in the name of the company. I will type Infosys, and now you can see that I get a lot of results, and from here I need to pick Infosys. Okay. Now you can see that NSE is written at the end here and BSE is written at the end here. So if I want to buy shares of Infosys from NSE, then I need to click on this B button. If I want to buy from BSE, then I need to click on this B button here. Alright. So depending on which stock exchange I want to buy from, I have to click either this or this. Okay. Now I will say Infosys and then I will click on the plus button to add this to the watch list. Okay. Now Infosys is in my watch list. If I want to buy the shares of Infosys, I will have to click on the B button. If I want to sell the shares, then I will have to click on the yes or sell button. Okay. So I will now click on B. And when I do that, I am presented with a lot of options. So in here, I need to enter the quantity, meaning the amount of shares that I want to buy. Alright. So I will enter 10 here. Okay. This is just an example. Next, I have an option to select whether the trade will be intraday or whether it will be for long term. Intraday means I can have the position open from morning 9:15 till afternoon 3:30. Okay. If it is for long term, then I have to click on this, meaning I will buy shares today and then I will sell it after a few days or weeks or years. So this is what long term means. Okay. Next, I have two types of order. One is market price and another one is limit. Okay. So if I select market order, then it is same as saying buy 10 shares of Infosys by paying as much money as the seller is asking for. That is what this means. Okay. It means do not worry about the price. I am willing to give as much as the seller is asking. That is what is meant by market price. But if I click on limit, then I have an option to enter the price. So currently you can see that the price of one share of Infosys is 1475.20. You can also see that here. Okay. So what I will enter here is 1470. Meaning I am saying that if at all the price of Infosys share comes to this price, then buy 10. Okay. Right now, the price of one share of Infosys is 1475 rupees. But if it comes to 1470 rupees, then at that price buy 10 shares. That is what I am saying by using limit order. Okay. If the price doesn't come to 1470 at all, then my order will get cancelled after the market closes. Alright. So I can click on buy to place the order, which I will not do right now. But I hope you got the idea of this. Correct? Next, here we have something called as market depth. Let me click on this. And you can see I have a table here with a lot of numbers. I will zoom this a bit. And now I will take a screenshot of this and explain this to you in detail. Alright. So this is the screenshot of the market depth for Infosys. Okay. Market depth basically tells you how many buy and how many sell orders are waiting at different price levels in the market. Okay. Now here, this tells that the stock is up by 14 rupees and 50 paise when compared with yesterday's closing price. Okay. And this is in percentage. Today, the stock price has moved up by 0.99% when compared with yesterday's closing price. And this shows the current market price. Okay, so this keeps on changing. Now, here the left side shows you how many people want to buy Infosys shares and at what price. Okay. Bid price are the prices that the buyers are willing to pay. Okay. So these are the prices that the buyers are willing to pay. Next, orders. These tells us how many buy orders, how many individual buy orders are there at that particular price. For example, at this price, there are 12 individual buy orders. At this price level, there are 12 individual buy orders and so on. And then the QTY, quantity, tells us the total number of shares buyers want at that particular price level. For example, at 1475 rupees, there are 60 buy orders totaling 2944 shares. Alright. So bid price tells us the price the buyers are willing to pay. The orders tells us how many people are offering to buy at that same price. And then quantity tells us how many total shares they all want. So at this price, 60 people are saying that they want a total of these many shares. Okay. At this price, 60 people are saying that they want a total of these many shares. Okay, you can think of this like that. And finally, we have total by quantity. Now this is the sum of all bids. Okay, sum of all bids. Next, coming to the right side. Right side shows us how many people want to sell Infosys shares and at what price. Okay. Offer price is the price the sellers are asking for. Okay, they are asking for. Orders are the number of individual sell orders. Okay, and quantity is the total number of shares sellers want to sell at various price levels. For example, at 1475.90, there are a total of 3 sell orders totaling 8420 shares. Okay, meaning 3 people are ready to sell a total of these many shares at this price. Okay, and this is the sum of all offers. All right, so there are more sell orders than the buy orders. All right, so now when does a trade happen? A trade happens when there is a match between this and this. Meaning, when there is a seller who is ready to sell at this price, then a trade will happen. Or when there is a buyer who is ready to pay this much, then a trade will happen. Okay, so when there is a match between this and this, a trade happens. All right, one more thing that you can notice here is that this is in decreasing order, meaning this is the highest, next highest, next highest, next highest, next highest, and so on. Okay, and this is in increasing order starting from here. This is the lowest, this is the next lowest, this is the next lowest, this is the next lowest, and so on. So this is the best bid price and this is the best offer price. All right, so this is available on all the broker platforms. Okay, I have taken the example of Zerodha, but this is available in all the applications or with all the brokers. All right, so I hope the concept is clear.